Bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum. Don't know why I started the video that way, because I feel like I'm making a big announcement. It is Thursday. That means it is a book club day, and we are here to announce the book that we are reading for May/June. Because for me, it's weird to say May because we're already halfway into May. You know, our book clubs go for 5 weeks, so it's a little bit different here. But the next book we'll be reading in general is The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I have never read Lucy Foley. I do own at least one or two of her books. They're somewhere here on my shelves. I have been wanting to read her books. The Guest List was on my TBR. I think The Paris Apartment, is that her? I have heard that her writing is absolutely amazing. Like, if you even look, it says it's a Reese book club pick. She's definitely thriller. You guys have really been seeming to enjoy the thriller. We did 2 thrillers back to back. Or was it 3? Because we did The Silent Patient, One of Us is Next, One of Us is Lying, and now we're doing The Guest List. So that's the one that got the most votes over on my community tab. I know Charmaine already read this book. I just started it literally today. So this is the book we're going to be talking about for the next few weeks. Next week will be the goodie box of what we're going to use while we read the book. I'll be listening to it, so that kind of changes up the things I'm going to use. The following week will be the recommendations for the next book you guys want to read. The video after that will be the questions, and then finally the review. So that is the 5 videos that are tied to these books each cycle that we do this. So, The Guest List. Let's read what it is about. And it says, on an island off the coast of Ireland. That makes sense, because I'm listening to the audiobook and some of them have accents. Guests gather to celebrate 2 people joining their lives together as one. The groom, a handsome and charming rising television star. The bride, smart and ambitious, a magazine publisher. It's wedding for a magazine or for a celebrity. The designer dress, the remote location, the luxe party favors, the boutique whiskey, the cell phone service may be spotty, and the ways may be rough. But every detail has been expertly planned and will be expertly executed. But perfection is for plans, and people are all too human. As the champagne is popped and the festivities begin, resentments and petty jealousies begin to mingle with the reminiscence and well wishes. The groomsmen begin the drinking game from their school days. The bridemaid, not so accidentally, ruins her dress, and the bride's oldest male friend gives an uncomfortable, caring toast. And then someone turns up dead. Who didn't wish the happy couple well? And perhaps more important, why? So like I said, I just started listening to it, and I could tell that it was about like a wedding reception. They're talking about trying on their dresses and trying on their tuxes and the best man and the bridesmaids. And I said, something bad must happen at this wedding, because I know she writes thrillers and I know it's listed as a thriller. But that's all I know. I literally just started it. It follows different characters. Like the last 2 books we read, and those were by Karen McManus, but you guys know it switched between the main characters' points of view. And this one has been doing that. So I'll listen to a chapter and it's the bride. I'll listen to a chapter and it's a groom. So far I've really been enjoying it. It hasn't like captured me yet because the mystery hasn't happened yet. I'm wondering who dies, and then that's when I'll be like, oh my God, who did it? You know what I mean? But so far, so good. You guys let me know if you're going to be joining us this month. If you are joining us this month, how are you doing it? Are you going to do a physical book? Are you going to do an audio book? I know on Scribd, Charmaine has the subscription and she allows me to use it. Thank you so much, Charmaine. That's how she did. She listened to it and she's done. So it was perfect. She was like, oh, Taylor, you don't have to buy. You can just listen to it next. So it worked out in my favor. Although I do love my book collection, you know, there is a point in my life where I'm going to have to stop because there's only so much space and I'll have to purge and keep going. So it is nice to have the physical books because you can listen and it doesn't take up room. And it is kind of cool to listen to the Irish accents. But you do really have to focus a bit more because sometimes I'll be cooking or cleaning and driving, and sometimes I'll notice that I'm like spacing out a little, especially when it's different characters. I have to like really like, okay, wait, who was talking again? But once I get into it, I get into it. So I cannot wait to get into it. You guys let me know, like I said, if you're joining us this month. If you are, how are you going to listen to it? If you've already read it, don't do any spoilers, but did you like it? From what I've heard from Charmaine, the questions do have spoilers. So do not listen to our question video until you watch it. But the question video won't be for 3 weeks. That's why we put it towards the end now, because the questions sometimes have spoilers and we don't want to ruin it for us ourselves. I'm hoping I'm done with the book before I read the questions to you guys, because I don't want to ruin it for myself either, you know? So like I said, next week is the goodie box, where we're eating, drinking, using while reading or listening to the book. The following week will be the recommendations for next book club month, what you guys want to read, and then it'll be the questions, and then after that, the final review. So that's what happens with book club. You just watch our videos, you join in, comment down below. We also have a Facebook group, so I will link that down below as well. We also have Charmaine, so definitely go check out her video. She's just going to be announcing the book winner as well, but I know she read it, so I'm curious to see if she liked it or not. I'm sure she did, or she wouldn't have recommended it. But just watching her and her, like, her energy and how excited she gets about book club always puts me in a better mood. But that is basically it for this video, guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm, helps get us out there. You know, we're trying to make Big Club this big, beautiful thing, and I have loved it. I love when you guys answer the questions down below and we have conversations about it. I've really been enjoying getting back into reading. It was something I started in 2022, and it has made a huge difference. It's literally part of my self-care. And now I've been even doing a book log, so that's been really fun and helped me be more creative. Maybe I'll show you guys in the book goodie box video. I forgot at the school. I have to remember to bring it here so I can film it for you guys. But anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know if you're joining us this month. Let me know if you haven't read this book, but you've read other Lucy Foley books, what you thought of it. Does she usually do different points of view like Harriet McManus? I'm curious to know that. But that's it, guys. Be safe.